Thank you very much, Sihle. Now, the Western Cape hosted the third Amazon Web Services Summit last week at the Cape Town International Convention Centre. The Sub-Saharan Africa leg of the conference was attended by more than 2,000 delegates. Our producer, Ihomotseng Sekgopolo, attended the conference. Let's take a look at the insert he put together for us.
Tech heads and innovators were treated to various talks about the benefits and future of cloud computing, not only in Africa, but to the rest of the world.
Our goal with conferences like this are to expose people, businesses, and governments to the power of the cloud and get them to think about how they can start applying those to their, to their needs and their aspirations. The other thing that we try to do is we try and make tech accessible. And so many of the sessions that maybe you got a chance to go to today, they were about hands-on and hearing about how they can do things with the Internet of Things and the Industry 4.0, or hearing about how they can do things with big data and machine learning and analytics. So it's to teach people about the power of the cloud.
Keynote addresses were delivered by various speakers who touched on how they are using AWS to better their businesses. But the highlight of the summit was the announcement of the new CloudFront Edge location in Cape Town, which will also assist in skills development in Africa.
We've now opened up an AWS Edge location right here in Cape Town. It complements the Edge location that we announced last month up in Johannesburg, and it's simply part of our continuing investment in the skills here, in SMMEs, and in the infrastructure that's required to bring the cloud to South Africa and in fact, the whole continent.
Students from the Explore Data Science Academy also attended the event. We spoke to some of them, and this is what they had to say about the summit.
This felt like the right opportunity for me, especially in the field I was going into. So the past 6 months have really been intense, but it's really been a good challenge for me. It hasn't been too easy, it hasn't been too difficult. So it's challenged me to grow and push myself into something that I'm not used to. So I'm grateful to be here.
I learned about the different companies that actually implement the things that I learn on a daily basis at the Explore Data Science Academy, and like possibly potential people that I can work for, companies I can work for, and the type of things that they do. So yeah, I'm really glad I came today. Yeah.
I think we live in a time now where IT is our lives, and it's such a unique era that we live in, and it's such an exciting time, and I feel like IT should be introduced in the foundation phase, because this is the way forward from now on.
With Women's Month upon us, we decided to take a look at the tech and science industry. The number of women in this field has increased over the years, but the figures are still significantly low compared to their male counterparts.
There are just too few women in IT, and especially on the software development side of things. We've really grown in our business, the number of women in our company, but a lot of them some of them are in technical jobs, but they're not necessarily software developers or coders and engineers. It's very difficult to find them, and I think perhaps the industry still has an image of being male-dominated. Maybe some ladies don't like that image, but it is something that we have to work hard at changing.
We then ask the question, how do we get more young women and girls interested in the tech and science industry?
For young women to get into tech, I think that we need to get them interested at a very young age. I know that there's lots of high schools at the moment who teach girls how to code, and there's a lot of amazing initiatives in Cape Town happening as well, teaching young girls how to code. This is a very empowering job.
According to some speakers at this year's conference, educating, training and empowering young girls and equipping them with the necessary and scarce skills is a step in the right direction. For Morning Life in Cape Town, I am Ihomotseng Sekgopolo.